At midnight on the boulevard, her name was burning 10 feet high. The whole town watched her laughing. Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. Champagne waited in the dressing room. White roses covered every chair. She waved beneath the theater lights and asked the mirror, "Is anybody there?" Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. The orchestra was playing too loud. Marilyn smiled for the cameras while a lonely girl disappeared in the crowd. Nobody saw the tears in her eyes. They only saw the diamonds shine. The whole world said, "We love you," but nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. They wrote her name across the papers. They sold her kisses by the page. They called her every man's desire, then left a frightened girl inside a gilded cage. She learned to laugh before the question. She learned to pose before the pain. Every photograph looked perfect, but perfection never called her by her name. The band played on, the curtains rose. Everyone wanted her, nobody came close. Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. The orchestra was playing too loud. Marilyn danced for the cameras while a lonely girl disappeared in the crowd. If beauty was love, she would never have been lonely. If fame was a home, she would never have been cold. If applause could save a heart, she would still be here to hold. Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry until the morning filled the room. Then everybody brought her flowers, but the flowers came too soon. They still remember Marilyn. Please remember Norma Jeane. They painted my lips in scarlet red, pinned little diamonds in my hair. 1,000 strangers called me beautiful, but you were never standing there. They built a heaven out of flashbulbs. They taught me how to smile on cue. But every night behind the curtains, I closed my eyes and looked for you. When the music stops, when the crowd goes home, will you stay with me when I'm all alone? Will you love me when the spotlight fades? When the golden girl begins to change? When the diamonds lose their shine? When the headlines leave me behind? Will you love me when the spotlight fades? Will you hold me when the room turns cold? When I'm not the dream the world was sold? When Marilyn disappears, will you whisper in my ear, "Norma Jeane, you never had to be afraid"? They love the dress, they love the laughter. They love the way I cross the floor. But no one asked me what came after. The limousine closed its door. I kept their roses in the hallway. I watched their petals slowly fall. A million men said they adored me, but no one knew me there at all. Take off the pearls, turn down the lights, let me be human just for tonight. Don't love the picture, don't worship the name. Love the small girl who survived all the pain. Will you love me when the spotlight fades? When there's nothing left for me to play? When the cameras turn away? When I have no lines to say? Will you love me when the spotlight fades? When Marilyn is gone, will Norma Jeane be enough? Tôi rời quê một chiều mưa bay, mẹ đứng bên đường mắt đỏ cay. Cha dâu tiếng thở dài trong gió, dặn con đi nhớ sống cho ngày. Xứ lạ đèn cao mà long lanh, cơm áo cuốn tôi giữa tháng ngày. Đêm nghe ai hát câu vọng cổ, nước mắt quê nhà bỗng đắng cay. Tha hương mới biết quê hương không chỉ là đất là đường, mà là tiếng mẹ ngoài cửa, là sáng cha chờ trong sương. Một kiếp người tha hương mang quê nhà trong tim, đi qua bao phố lạ vẫn nhớ con đường đi. Một kiếp người tha hương mơ bữa cơm quê nghèo, mơ chiều nghe mẹ gọi, mơ cha ngồi bên hiên. Có những ngày tôi muốn quay về, nhưng tay chẳng ngại bước chân quê. Sợ mẹ nhìn tôi mà rơi lệ, sợ cha buồn dấu ở hàng tre. Tôi vẫn gửi tiền qua năm tháng, nhưng nào gửi được những yêu thương. Bao mùa xuân xa nhà lặng lẽ, tóc mẹ thêm buồn, mắt cha sương. Nếu một ngày tôi được trở về, xin hôn lên đất cũ làng quê, xin ôm cha mẹ thật lâu nữa, bù những năm dài con. At midnight on the boulevard, her name was burning 10 feet high. The whole town watched her laughing. Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. Champagne waited in the dressing room. White roses covered every chair. She waved beneath the theater lights, then asked the mirror, is anybody there? Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. The orchestra was playing too loud. Marilyn smiled for the cameras, while a lonely girl disappeared in the crowd. Nobody saw the tears in her eyes, they only saw the diamond shine. The whole world said, we love you, but nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. They wrote her name across the papers. They sold her kisses by the page. They called her every man's desire, then left a frightened girl inside a gilded cage. She learned to laugh before the question. She learned to pose before the pain. Every photograph looked perfect, but perfection never called her by her name. The band played on, the curtains rose. Everyone wanted her, nobody came close. Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry. The orchestra was playing too loud. Marilyn danced for the cameras, while a lonely girl disappeared in the crowd. If beauty was love, she would never have been lonely. If fame was a home, she would never have been cold. If applause could save a heart, she would still be here to hold. Nobody heard Norma Jeane cry until the morning filled the room. Then everybody brought her flowers, but the flowers came too soon. They still remember Marilyn. Please remember Norma Jeane. They painted my lips in scarlet red, pinned little diamonds in my hair. 1,000 strangers called me beautiful, but you were never standing there. They built a heaven out of flash bulbs. They taught me how to smile on cue, but every night behind the curtains I closed my eyes and looked for you. When the music stops, when the crowd goes home, will you stay with me? When I'm all alone, will you love me? When the spotlight fades, when the golden girl begins to change, when the diamonds lose their shine, when the headlines leave me behind, will you love me? When the spotlight fades, will you hold me? When the room turns cold, when I'm not the dream the world was sold, when Marilyn disappears, will you whisper in my ear, Norma Jeane, you never had to be afraid. They love the dress, they love the laughter, they love the way I crossed the floor, but no one asked me what came after. The limousine closed its door. I kept their roses in the hallway. I watched their petals slowly fall. A million men said they adored me, but no one knew me there at all. Take off the pearls, turn down the lights. Let me be human just for tonight. Don't love the picture, don't worship the name. Love the small girl who survived all the pain. Will you love me when the spotlight fades, when there's nothing left for me to play, when the cameras turn away, when I have no lines to say? Will you love me when the spotlight fades, when Marilyn is gone? Will Norma Jeane be enough? Tôi rời quê một chiều mưa bay, mẹ đứng bên đường mắt đỏ cay, cha giấu tiếng thở dài trong gió, dặn con đi nhớ sống cho ngay. Xứ lạ đèn cao mà lòng lạnh, cứ máu cuốn tôi giữa tháng ngày. Đêm nghe ai hát câu vọng cổ, nước mắt quê nhà bỗng đắng cay. Tha hương ơi biết quê hương không chỉ là đất là đường, mà là tiếng mẹ ngoài cửa, là dáng